Have you ever wondered where fat goes when you lose weight? It's a common curiosity that many of us have pondered at some point. It's a question that has puzzled many, leading to some interesting theories and misconceptions. Some believe fat magically transforms into muscle, while others imagine it simply disappears into thin air. These ideas, while imaginative, don't quite capture the reality. The truth, however, is far more fascinating and involves a series of intricate biochemical reactions within our bodies. These processes are both complex and beautifully orchestrated. Our bodies store excess energy as fat, primarily in the form of triglycerides. These molecules are essential for energy storage and play a crucial role in our metabolism. These triglycerides are like little packets of energy, tucked away in specialized cells called adipocytes, or fat cells. Adipocytes act as storage units, safeguarding energy for future use. When we consume more calories than our bodies need for immediate energy, these surplus calories are converted into triglycerides and stored in our fat cells for later use. This process ensures that we have a reserve of energy when food is scarce. Think of your fat cells as tiny energy banks, ready to be tapped into when needed. They hold on to this energy until your body signals that it's time to withdraw it. When you engage in physical activity or reduce your calorie intake, your body turns to these stored triglycerides for fuel. This is how your body maintains energy balance and supports your activities. But how exactly does this process work? What happens inside our bodies to convert stored fat into usable energy? Let's delve deeper into the science behind it. Understanding this process can give us insights into how our bodies manage energy and maintain health. The journey of fat loss begins with a process called lipolysis, where triglycerides are broken down into their smaller components, glycerol and fatty acids. This breakdown is a critical step in mobilizing stored energy. This breakdown is triggered by hormones like adrenaline and glucagon, which signal to your body that it's time to release stored energy. These hormones play a vital role in regulating energy availability and ensuring that your body can respond to its needs. Once released, the glycerol and fatty acids travel through the bloodstream to be used by various tissues and organs. This energy release supports everything from muscle contractions during exercise to maintaining basic bodily functions. By understanding this process, we can better appreciate the importance of a balanced diet and regular physical activity in managing our energy reserves and overall health. So, the next time you think about where fat goes when you lose weight, remember the incredible journey it takes within your body. It's a testament to the remarkable efficiency and complexity of our biological systems. Fat often gets a bad rap, but it's crucial to remember that not all fat is created equal. While it's easy to lump all fats together and label them as bad, the reality is much more nuanced. There are different types of fats, each with its own role and impact on our health. In fact, our bodies need a certain amount of fat to function correctly. Essential fats are necessary for various bodily functions, including hormone production and cell structure. Without these fats, our bodies wouldn't be able to operate efficiently. Fat plays a vital role in regulating body temperature, protecting our organs, and transporting essential vitamins. These functions are critical for maintaining overall health and well-being. For instance, fat-soluble vitamins like A, D, E, and K rely on dietary fat for absorption. It also provides us with energy when we need it most, like during periods of fasting or intense physical activity. When our body runs out of readily available energy from carbohydrates, it turns to stored fat as a backup source, ensuring we have the stamina to keep going. The type of fat that often raises health concerns is excess body fat, particularly visceral fat, which accumulates around our abdominal organs. This type of fat is more than just a nuisance. It can have serious implications for our health. This type of fat is linked to an increased risk of chronic diseases like heart disease, type 2 diabetes, and certain types of cancer. Visceral fat is metabolically active, releasing chemicals that can lead to inflammation and other health issues. Understanding the difference between healthy fat and excess fat is essential for making informed decisions about our diet and lifestyle. Healthy fats, such as those found in avocados, nuts, and olive oil, can actually support heart health and reduce inflammation. While some dietary fat is necessary for optimal health, consuming excessive amounts of unhealthy fats, such as those found in processed foods and fried foods, can contribute to weight gain and health problems. These unhealthy fats, often trans fats and saturated fats, can increase bad cholesterol levels and lead to clogged arteries. By making conscious food choices and incorporating regular physical activity into our routines, we can maintain a healthy body weight and reduce our risk of developing chronic diseases. Simple changes like choosing whole foods over processed ones and staying active can make a significant difference. Remember, fat is not inherently the enemy. It's all about finding the right balance for our individual needs. By understanding the different types of fats and their roles, we can make better choices that support our health and well-being. Balance is key, and with the right approach, fat can be a friend rather than a foe. Now that we have a better understanding of the role of fat in our bodies, let's explore the intricate mechanisms behind fat loss. The process begins with lipolysis, the breakdown of stored triglycerides into glycerol and fatty acids. This process is akin to unlocking the energy stored within our fat cells. Once liberated from their triglyceride form, glycerol and fatty acids are released into the bloodstream where they travel to different parts of the body to be used as fuel. However, before these energy substrates can power our cells, they must undergo a crucial transformation known as oxidation. Oxidation is a chemical process that involves the breakdown of substances like fatty acids in the presence of oxygen. Think of it as a controlled burning process within our cells, where energy is released as a byproduct. During oxidation, fatty acids are broken down into smaller molecules, ultimately producing carbon dioxide and water. This process of lipolysis and oxidation is at the heart of fat loss. By breaking down stored fat and utilizing it for energy, we effectively reduce our body fat stores. But what happens to the byproducts of this process, carbon dioxide and water? Let's find out in the next section. Section 4. From fat cells to thin air. The journey of carbon dioxide and water. As we've learned, the breakdown of fat through lipolysis and oxidation produces carbon dioxide and water. These byproducts don't simply vanish, they embark on their own fascinating journey out of the body. Carbon dioxide, a gas, is transported through the bloodstream to our lungs. With each exhale, we release carbon dioxide into the atmosphere, a testament to the ongoing energy production within our bodies. It's quite remarkable to think that something we exhale with every breath is a byproduct of fat metabolism. Water, on the other hand, is a versatile molecule that plays a vital role in numerous bodily functions. Some of the water produced during fat oxidation is utilized by our bodies, while the excess is excreted through various means including urine, sweat, and even our breath. So the next time you take a deep breath or break a sweat, remember that you're witnessing the remnants of fat being expelled from your body. It's a tangible reminder that fat loss is not a mystical process, but a well-coordinated series of biochemical reactions. Section 5. Busting fat loss myths, separating fact from fiction. The world of weight loss is rife with myths and misconceptions, often leading to confusion and frustration for those seeking to shed pounds. These myths can derail your progress and make the journey seem more daunting than it actually is. One pervasive myth is the notion that fat turns into muscle. This idea is not only misleading but also scientifically inaccurate. While it's true that exercise can help build muscle mass, fat and muscle are distinct tissues that don't magically transform into one another. Fat is stored energy, while muscle is made up of fibers that contract to produce movement. Fat loss and muscle gain are separate processes, each requiring specific stimuli and adaptations. For fat loss, you need to create a calorie deficit, whereas muscle gain requires resistance training and adequate protein intake. When we lose fat, we're essentially emptying our fat cells of stored triglycerides. These triglycerides are broken down into fatty acids and glycerol, which are then used for energy. Muscle gain, on the other hand, involves stimulating muscle protein synthesis, a process that builds and repairs muscle tissue. This requires not just exercise but also proper nutrition and rest. Another common misconception is that spot reduction, targeting fat loss in specific areas of the body, is possible. Many people believe that doing endless crunches will burn belly fat, but this is not how our bodies work. Unfortunately, our bodies don't work that way. Fat loss occurs uniformly across the body, and you can't control where you lose fat first. When we lose fat, we lose it from all over our bodies, though the rate of fat loss may vary depending on factors like genetics and hormonal profiles. Some people may notice fat loss in their face first, while others may see it in their abdomen. By understanding the science behind fat loss and separating fact from fiction, we can approach our weight loss journeys with realistic expectations and evidence-based strategies. This means focusing on overall health and well-being, rather than quick fixes. Remember, there's no magic bullet for fat loss. It requires consistency, patience, and a commitment to making sustainable lifestyle changes. This includes balanced nutrition, regular physical activity, and mental resilience.